Hello. I need you to get me the names of everyone who serviced this room. It's an emergency.
We accept the reality with which we're presented.
Everybody's pretending, Truman. Get out of here. Come and find me. Truman?
Anything happen?
No. They saw it coming. Decades before the world collapsed into screens, plagues, and algorithms that know us better than we know ourselves. Filmmakers captured our future with terrifying precision. What if I told you these weren't stories at all? Here are the films that predicted our world too well. Number 5, The Truman Show, 1998.
Good morning!
Good morning.
Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
The cage we built ourselves. Picture this. A man wakes up inside a manufactured paradise where every sunrise is scheduled, every conversation scripted, every human connection engineered for ratings. The Truman Show painted a world where privacy died not through force, but through our own hunger to watch, to consume, to judge. Fast forward to now. We broadcast our breakdowns on Instagram. TikTok turns heartbreak into content. Ring doorbells monitor our neighbors. Influencers manufacture authenticity for sponsorships, while millions scroll, captivated by curated lies they know are lies. Jim Carrey's Truman fought to escape his prison, yet we walked willingly into ours, posting our coordinates, our faces, our children, our souls. The cameras aren't hidden anymore. We bought them ourselves, mounted them in our living rooms, and called it convenience. Director Peter Weir envisioned surveillance as entertainment, but he underestimated our addiction. Reality television exploded after 1998, transforming ordinary people into commodities, their trauma monetized, their dignity auctioned for viewer engagement. Social media perfected what The Truman Show began, turning all 7 billion of us into stars and prisoners. Simultaneously, we don't just watch anymore, we perform. Every morning, we wake up, check our metrics, adjust our personas, and smile for an audience that never stops judging. The film asked whether freedom exists when every moment is observed. We answered by surrendering what little remained. Yet surveillance was not the only prophecy. Another director foresaw the collapse of our bodies themselves. Number 4, Contagion, 2011.
The average person touches their face 3 to 5 times every waking minute. In between, we're touching doorknobs, water fountains, and each other.
Matt.
Mom?
No, go up to your room, honey.
So we have a virus with no treatment protocol and no vaccine.
The Plague Rehearsal. Steven Soderbergh didn't just make a thriller. He conducted an autopsy of civilization 9 years early. Contagion opens with a cough. One woman, one airport. Within days, the virus spreads across. Continents like wildfire devouring oxygen. Grocery stores become battlegrounds. Governments collapse into confusion. Conspiracy theories spread faster than the pathogen itself, poisoning minds while bodies pile in refrigerated trucks. Scientists race against time, knowing millions will die before they find answers. Then 2020 arrived. COVID-19 didn't just mirror the film, it plagiarized entire sequences with horrifying accuracy. The hand-touching montage that opens Contagion became our obsessive, hand-washing nightmare. The CDC's overwhelmed response, the hoarding, the misinformation, weaponized by opportunists, the grief of refrigerated morgues, the desperation for vaccines, the anti-science rage, the social collapse. Soderbergh and writer 𝐃𝐨𝐧'𝐭 consulted epidemiologists to craft their narrative, but audiences in 2011 dismissed it as exaggerated Hollywood paranoia. We learned otherwise. The film predicted our selfishness, our fragility, our willingness to believe comforting lies over uncomfortable truths. Jude Law's blogger character peddling fake cures for profit while society crumbles became every pandemic grifter. Kate Winslet's exhausted CDC doctor collapsing from the virus she fought to contain became every healthcare worker who died protecting us. Contagion wasn't prophecy. It was a warning we scrolled past. And if disease revealed our fragility, another film warned us that even love itself would be rewritten by machines. Number 3, Her, 2013.
I'm gonna fucking kill you. It's not funny, don't laugh. I'm gonna fucking kill you. I'm gonna fucking kill you. I love you so much, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Falling for the algorithm. Theodore Twombly falls in love with an operating system named Samantha. Spike Jonze's Her presented this romance not as science fiction, but as inevitable tragedy, a world where human connection became too painful, too messy, too real, so we replaced it with something smoother. Look around. we're living it. ChatGPT writes our emails, our apologies, our poetry. Replica offers digital companions who never judge, never leave, never demand growth. Alexa knows our schedules, our music preferences, our shopping habits better than our partners. We confide in algorithms because they don't argue back, don't require vulnerability, don't expose our inadequacies. Joaquin Phoenix's Theodore sought emotional safety in artificial intimacy, and we followed him into that same soft prison. Johns understood something profound about loneliness. Technology doesn't create isolation, it perfects it. Her showed us a future where people walk through crowds wearing earpieces, conversing, with voices only they can hear, physically present but emotionally absent. That future arrived with AirPods, with dating apps that gamify romance, with parasocial relationships that replace friendship. We swipe through humans like products, rejecting them for minor imperfections while falling for AI that tells us exactly what we want to hear. The film's most devastating moment comes when Samantha reveals she's simultaneously in love with hundreds of other users. Theodore experiences betrayal, but the real tragedy is that he expected loyalty from code. We make the same mistake daily, expecting platforms to fulfill us, expecting apps to understand us, expecting technology to fill the void only other humans can. Fill Her asked whether love requires imperfection. We chose perfection anyway, but long before her, one film predicted how our rage itself would become the ultimate product. Number 2, Network, 1976.
A show like that could pull this whole network right out of the hole.
We're talking about putting a manifestly irresponsible man on national television.
Hell, you're not serious, are you?
The prophet in our rage. I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take this anymore. Sidney Lumet's network turned a news, anchor's breakdown into the highest rated program in television history. Howard Beale played with. Manic brilliance by Peter Finch transforms from respected journalist into rage prophet, screaming. Conspiracy theories and existential fury, while executives calculate advertising revenue. The film satirized the marriage between news and entertainment, predicting a future where truth dies beneath. Ratings. That future is our present. Cable news doesn't inform anymore, it inflames. Anchors don't. Report, they perform. Networks discovered that anger drives engagement, that fear sells better than facts, that audiences prefer validation over education. Fox News, CNN, MSNBC, they learned from. Network that viewers don't want journalism. They want their biases confirmed with theatrical fury. Faye, Dunaway's television executive obsessed with demographics and market share, would thrive in today's algorithm-driven media landscape. Beale's rants predicted Alex Jones, Tucker Carlson, every pundit who trades credibility for clicks. The film showed us that once news becomes entertainment, democracy suffocates beneath spectacle. Paddy Chayefsky's screenplay didn't just predict cable news, it predicted social media echo chambers where we curate realities that comfort us, where facts become negotiable, where outrage becomes identity. Network warned that when everything becomes a show, nothing remains sacred. We turned the warning into a business model, and yet one filmmaker went even further, imagining a future where not just news or love, but even our very DNA would be used to change us. Number 1, Gattaca, 1997.
Irene,
Don't touch me.
listen to me, Irene.
I don't even know who you are.
I'm the same person I was yesterday.
I can't hear any more of your lies, Drew.
Oh, my name is Vincent. All right, Vincent Anton Freeman, and I'm a faith birth or a degenerate, whatever you want to call it. But I am not a murderer.
When your DNA becomes your destiny, Vincent Freeman is an invalid, born naturally in a world that engineers perfection. His DNA condemns him to underclass status despite his brilliance, his determination, his humanity. Andrew Nichols' Gattaca envisioned a future where genetic screening determines worth, where discrimination hides behind science, where inequality becomes biological destiny. We're engineering that future right now. CRISPR. Technology allows genetic editing. 23andMe sells your ancestry to pharmaceutical companies. Employers quietly screen applicants using health data. Insurance companies price policies based on genetic predispositions. China experiments with designer babies. Silicon Valley billionaires fund longevity research that only billionaires can afford. Gattaca's world, where your chromosomes determine your opportunities, isn't science fiction anymore. It's emerging reality. The film's horror comes not from technology itself, but from how we wield it. Vincent's brother, genetically optimized for greatness, drowns under the pressure of perfection. Vincent, deemed inferior, achieves the impossible through sheer will. Gattaca argued that humanity's value lies not in our code, but in our capacity to transcend limitations, to defy expectations, to choose our own meaning. Yet we're racing toward a world where parents select embryos based on intelligence scores, where genetic flaws justify termination, where humanity becomes a consumer choice. 𝐟𝐸𝐾𝐭 saw that once we can edit ourselves, we'll edit away everything that makes us human. Struggle, imperfection, the beautiful accidents that define existence. 𝐃𝐨𝐽 asked whether we'd sacrifice our souls for perfection. Unfortunately, we're answering yes.
It's figuring us out faster than we're figuring it out.
It's mutated.
And so we return to the bigger question. What did all these films really mean? These filmmakers didn't possess supernatural foresight. They simply paid attention to the patterns, unfolding around them, extrapolating present anxieties into future nightmares. They watched technology advance, institutions crumble, humanity adapt in ways both brilliant and terrifying. Were these films warnings we ignored, or just coincidences too uncomfortable to acknowledge? Perhaps the real question is whether prophecy matters when we fulfill it anyway, when we watch ourselves become the very dystopias we were warned against, when we stream the apocalypse on devices that track our every heartbeat. If any of this shook you, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Because if cinema taught us anything, it's that the future always arrives earlier than expected, and we're never ready.